It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from KC. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
Offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. And out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, they leave Hill wide open. How do they do that? And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Quick throw here is complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Second and a yard. They put Pickens in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Back to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll run the sneak.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick-6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Mahomes on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action here. Mahomes. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Attack, attack!
Mahomes back. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
First down throw there is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Little's kick is good. And the Steelers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to take this one all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Now it's going to be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
He'll try to run for it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
He'll take off again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now they're off it.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Steelers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yellow.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start
Yellow.
from the 24.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
On Sunday.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. That's taken at about the 14. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. Once again, it's Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick-6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one out to his fullback. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, no chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
15.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Where's it?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Hey, color.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
That's the end of the third
So,
quarter.
3 quarters now in the books.
52.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long.
Hey, 43. Right side.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll air one out. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now, faking. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Third and a yard.
Here we go. Sack.
Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Steeler first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 14. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. What's that?
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. 3rd and long.
15. Hey, Ripple. Attack. 15. Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
They'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll send him over to the left.
Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Yellow.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Mahomes. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. On third down, Mahomes. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On comes the Chiefs punter. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires left sideline. That is complete. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. Going up top. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.